Greetings. I'm Rachel Wicklow, and this is my colleague Michelle Hill, looking very serious. And we're from Secret Sausages, Vegetables in Disguise. Now, you'll be glad to hear I'm not going to present to you with this on throughout. I think I would probably sneeze halfway through, but we just wanted to give you a feeling straight off for who we are and what personality and brand and our values. At Secret Sausages, we listened when consumers told us that half of consumers wanted to cut out meat, not surprisingly cut out meat, but they also cut out meat substitutes. A further 2/5 did not like the taste or texture of meat substitute. And there was also a third who didn't understand what vegetarian food was made of, which isn't that surprising when you think that the market's dominated by meat substitutes and you look at the back of packaging and you see things like TVP or mycoprotein. What are they? Sausages are quite a traditional meal, and if you think about what sausages are, they're meat, bread, seasoning, or more recently, meat substitutes. And we believed at Secret Sausages that we could produce a healthier, better sausage.
Thank you.
The secret referred to in the name is that they contain no meat, but they also contain no meat substitute. There's 75% or 3/4 rice and garden vegetables smuggled inside, and if you have a look, you'll see there's a vegetarian casing, and it's unique to us, which is made of rice and seaweed, and that allows it to be cooked like a traditional sausage. So you can cook it, fry it, barbecue, oven roast it, put it in toad in the hole. And one of the things we wanted to do with this brand is to extend the benefit of it, because if you look at the claims that we can make, the health benefits, it's 90% less fat, 50% less calories, and 35% less salt than our meaty brothers. It's under 4 grams of fat across the range, even the cheese and spring onion. So in terms of slimmers or people who are looking to watch their weight, it fits nicely within that category as a product of choice. Thank you.
An unusual start to Rachel and Michelle's presentation, but the theme becomes clear as they unveil to our panel the concept of a sausage made completely from rice and vegetables. With their appetites whetted, the proof will be in the tasting, and whilst the sausages sizzle away, Adam O'Connor kicks off the questioning.
I've just got a question around provenance, because your packaging says your vegetables are harvested from local farms.
Yeah, we work with Hartley's as a sourcer, and they work with all the predominantly UK. Now, some of the vegetables in the packs you can't source from the UK, so we source from as close as home as possible, and that's what Hartley's work to as their approach.
So local would mean UK or?
UK for us, yes.
Okay.
In terms of the recommended daily allowance, you've got some information here.
Yes.
How does that compare to the other, you mentioned textured vegetable protein and so on?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. The one area we're slightly lower on, as you would expect, is the protein. 5 grams of protein is the target as a minimum for vegetarian. We're a tiny tweak off, but we can tweak that to get to the 5 grams. The sausages, the meat substitute, are more like 10, 11, 12 grams of protein. So there is a difference. But then we're high vegetable content, and that's where we see our real point of difference in terms of tackling obesity, and the Eat Well plate is that's the role we play. There's no sugar added, there's nothing added. Honey has a tiny bit of honey added, but there's nothing added to the product. It's purely vegetables.
One message that consumers get is that 1 of your 5 a day.
Yes.
Have you done any assessment of where that fits in that
We have,
regard?
and arguably we're still working through. The ones which you've just eaten are retail packs, and they're 40 grams of sausage.
Okay.
If you eat 3 of them, you have 1 of your 5 a day. What we're doing for food service, again, understanding the market a bit better and the opportunity in schools, is we understand that portion size is 50 grams. So what we would produce for food service is a 50-gram sausage. And I worked that one out, and it's 2.5 for 1 of your 5 a day. Interestingly, what would be really, really good to know is how big a motivator that is for schools, whether you up the grammage of the sausage to make it so you could say eat 2 and you've got 1 of your 5 a day. We can work, there's some flexibility on that, working on that to optimise the proposition.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Okay, time for our thoughts. Mark?
I think the product's excellent. I think the personality is fantastic. I think there's probably a bit of work to do connecting it, but you're young, connecting it with the consumer. But it's a huge yes for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm thinking less about the application in Compass's business as the application in my own family when I go out. So likewise, pitch great, branding I love, and kids would have a lot of fun of it, not least my two, but the taste won me over as well. So it's a yes from me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I love the concept. I think there's something we can do more around bringing out provenance of products and getting some hero products in there. And it's nice to taste a vegetarian sausage that's actually got some flavour and some texture. So it's a yes for me.
Thank you.
I think there is something to do in Providence. I just feel that we're just a little bit short on a story there. I think by whether it's particularly Scottish produce or UK, but I think certainly Scotland's got a fantastic larder, and we probably could better utilise it in these products, I think. But yeah, notwithstanding all of that, it's a definite yes for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, folks.
Well, the sausages more than surpassed the taste test, and although the provenance of the ingredients is something the judges can work with the pair on, Rachel and Michelle leave with a new alliance in Compass Group.